That's from your ex-girlfriend. Please sign here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Mampolo from Mampolo's Corner. Real myself. Guys, some of our political actors, some of our politicians, notable ones, so one on know for Nigeria, they don't they fight. On our politicians, when be the notable one, when they decide what will happen and what will not happen for PDP, they are now, madam, they are fighting. And what did they fight me now? Now fight of selfishness and self-interest. Now that they fight, that they use our brain. When they play. When they use us, they play. They use Nigerian citizens. They think say when they position like say, "No one help us." Or they fight when they fight. When they fight and for the benefit of the masses. When think say we useless or we stupid. We they watch on. Make I present to the first one. When first start the fight, the one when be the Obonga Wahala politician for Nigeria. When first start the trouble, now start the trouble. Where trouble they sleep, oh, Yanga go wake them up. For those who never seen video, all right now, watch video.
Like what they are going for now in Kogi State, and of course you have seen what is going on. How lists have been, changed to favor a particular candidate. Yeah, the delegate list to favor a particular candidate whom, as far as I'm concerned, is dead on arrival. There's no way, if what they are planning happens in Kogi State, where they are toying, they have given opportunity to Dino Milai. And this is what I tell people. You started to fail first. When you give Dino that ticket, you know he won't win in Kogi State. And then tomorrow, why would Kogi people say they will vote for a candidate like Dino?
But it's from Kogi
West. Joking?
He's an indigenous of the state.
Oh, please.
And it's from Kogi West.
With due respect to all of us. I mean, the mere fact that you are from Kogi, they are for any Kogi person. No, that's not the truth. This is what we do. What they are going for, you are talking about governance of a state. And we are not talking about drama. You know what we are talking about? We're talking about governance of a state. For Christ's sake, PDP presents such a candidate, and you mean that Kogi people want development? You see, let us stop this idea that it's from Kogi. It's okay. Take, for example, anybody from Lagos State, because election, then Lagos people will just go and vote for him because you're from Lagos. I mean, that can be serious.
Are you saying Dino doesn't have
Dino does not have what it takes. For Christ's sake.
Jesus.
For crying out loud. What is he going to do? He knows me very well. He knows.
What disqualifies him?
He does not have what it takes to be a governor at all. It's not by coming to add drama on television. No, it's not that. It's not by coming to arrest to abuse wike. It's not that. It's not that. Look, ask Jido when he's saying we're running for governorship. Saraki brought it to me.
You mean him?
Ask him. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows. How can you tell me such persons will be governor?
Tell us what happened.
I've just ended that. I've said he's watching. He knows. Let him come and let him know.
So he's watching.
He's watching.
The student senator Saraki brought him to you.
Yes.
And he said he wanted to be governor.
You know,
then what happened?
I let him come out and then I'll go to the next thing. You know, there are people.
Sir, what happened?
There are people you just see, and for me, it's I don't know the word to use now, and you saw that was too harsh.
He's been a long-standing politician, Your Excellency.
What do you call
He has also worked for the PDP. And groups are also looking for him.
What did he work?
He was close to you.
He wasn't close to me.
He
was not close to me. No, he was not close to me. Listen, you know, when Saraki brought him, and So it was.
Go ahead, Your Excellency.
So it was just.
Now, Dino, now they laugh.
Characters I cannot. I mean, Dino should do what to be governor of Kogi, and people of Kogi will go and vote.
They are rooting for him.
Who are those rooting?
You didn't
Social.
Your Excellency, you didn't finish that story. You didn't finish that story. Would you allow him to finish that story? Senator Saraki brought him to you.
If Saraki is watching this, then he will laugh very much.
Yes, he brought him to you.
That's what I will not go to. Do you know what happened? So at that time.
You are creating suspense.
What? And you are telling me now that PDP wants to win the election. And what you will do is to give ticket to Dino Milari, and you say that tomorrow that you will rig when you have already started rigging yourself. I mean, if a party, and that's what I say, is this party serious at all? Do they really want to win the election, or they just want to present a candidate? Are we saying that we want to win election, or we want to have a candidate? There are two things there. You don't just come because, General was the one abusing people on behalf of your party. Therefore, that entitles him to fly the flag of the party in Kogi State because he was your, what do you call it? He was your,
MC.
No, what do you call it?
Spokesperson.
What spokesperson? What is it?
MC.
Attack dog.
Attack them.
Okay.
Who can abuse anybody. So that's the compensation. For Christ's sake. And don't just come and tell me because do you know what attack or anybody who challenges or do you know we're gonna abuse him, dramatize, and then now let us compensate him.
Are you saying you will not be involved in that process if Senator Dino Melari becomes?
Do you need to ask me that kind of question? Do you need to ask me?
I don't think
Are you not aware that I will not do that? Are you not aware? Look, these are things I don't like.
Okay, you two get bad mouth. You two get bad mouth. How can you call attack dog? Eh? So because then I abuse people for PDP, does that qualify him to be the governor? When I not see politicians. He finished Dino here. When Dino here, what thing we can use and do for Channels TV? Now I say no. This cannot happen. I must retaliate. I must deal with the wicked. Now I didn't wrong. Go station what they call symphony. Whether not symphony that they call that one. Now I wrong go there. It's a marvel wiki. If you see what he did not use if you see what he did not use we can do. He finish and rubbish wicked. No, I'm not making it up. If you think I'm making it up, watch the video.
My primary business is other people's businesses.
You mean
If I open my can of worms and maggots on Wiki, but I'm waiting for him. His territory that he's trying to practice is my own primary constituency, and I'm waiting for him. He's a pretentious character. He's a liar. And he has no integrity, no iota of integrity.
You mean
Wike was calling me when Atiku Abubakar was to announce his running mates. I have records and I printed it out and I'm waiting for him.
All right.
He called me 19 times in 2 hours, begging us to convince Atiku Abubakar to make him the vice presidential candidate. So when I see him lying on TV, because of the south of this country, because of southern Nigeria, the name of moves to south, you that were lobbying us and begging us, promising us heaven and earth to convince Atiku Abubakar to make you vice presidential candidate, to the extent that he was at the airport. I have a video. He spent hours in the airport waiting for me to call him to say, Atiku have picked you as a... He was at the airport here, waiting, calling me. He was calling me, my brother and friend, who is were in the Senate together, was also calling me that day.
19 times in 2 hours.
I have witnesses. I even gave the phone to Abdul Ningi to speak with him. I gave the phone to Senator Zamiri to speak with him. He was begging all of us. Promising heaven and earth. Atiku should announce him. It was around 1 or so that I told him, Oga, nobody will give you vice president. That was when he left and then flew back to... So the man who was so desperate to be vice president, because you didn't get it, you now started a southern agenda. I don't believe in such unprincipled, zero integrity character like Nyesom Wike.
Jesus.
The man Wike was the one who brought Ayu. Wike was the one who sponsored Ayu. And that was why Wike made all the governors to endorse Ayu. That's why there was no election in the national chairman's office during the convention. Ayu was unopposed. Now you are saying Ayu must go, he wants to go to the south. Maybe because of the alcohol he took. Maybe he thought Ayu is from Abia State when he was supporting him. Because Ayu is from the north. You are the one that brought Ayu.
Yes.
When did you now realize that Ayu is a northerner? But he was doing that time to satisfy his own selfish ambition of becoming the presidential candidate from the south. Yes. So he doesn't want the chairmanship at that time to go to the south, so that it will not affect his ambition of becoming president from the south. So he pushed the chairmanship to the north.
Yes. And
thinking he will be able to bribe Ayu to produce him as the presidential candidate. When Ayu refused to do the wrong thing, then Ayu became an enemy. Is it not the same Wike that removed his brother, his mentor, Prince Uche Secondus, as the national chairman of the party? If you love the South so much, why did you remove a southerner to bring a northerner? Today you are saying chairmanship must go to the South. Was the chairmanship not in the South? Was it not you, Wike, who went to court, who did everything, expelled him from his ward? So a character who is not stable like that, who is influenced by alcohol and other things I don't know, should not be taken seriously.
These two people no go kill me for political space of Nigeria. Una no go kill me. If that man go kill me, my God will fight for me. This one enter well. He enter Wike straight down. Now, why did no grant this interview finish in symphony? Now he said, no, he cannot stop here. I'm not going to allow Wike get out with this. This is not enough. Now he moved down to Arise TV. He moved down to Arise TV where he can't do the normal bisecting, bisecting again. For those who think I'm making it up now, all right now, watch video.
Wike said today, if the party picks Dino Melaye as their flag bearer, I will not support PDP in Kogi State. Yes. Yesterday, there was a massive rally by thousands of women, market women and youths in Kogi State who came out in their numbers to say that Dino is the only one who can salvage Kogi from the hands of Yaya Bello and the APC.
You mean
that was a massive solidarity march yesterday. And it was televised, it's all over the social media, and they saw the people there. These are the voters in Kogi State. It is not some selected individuals who have commercialized their consciences.
You were once a good friend of Nyesom Wike, and you're still in the same political party. So what's gone wrong?
Anyway, what's the comedy by Wike this morning, because as far as I'm concerned, is if you watch that interview, you will see that intermittently throughout that interview, the journalists interviewing him were all laughing.
Yes.
So showing that it was, to them, it was comedy, because intermittently they were just laughing because the man was actually acting as if it was a comedy show.
Yeah.
When I ran for governorship in 2019, Governor Wike was my biggest sponsor.
You mean
Governor Wike was my biggest supporter, to the tunes of hundreds of thousands of dollars. He supported my primaries.
River State people money?
He did not just support my primaries. Wike provided his private jet to drop me in Kogi in Obajana airstrip on the day of my primaries. And he was calling me every minute, to find out, where are we? Have we succeeded? So meaning that Wike saw something in me in 2019 when he supported me.
Yes.
He knew I was a gubernatorial material. He knew I was fit to be governor.
Yes.
Hence, his investment or support, as the case may be. So what now happened between 2019 and 2023?
That's the question.
That you are now saying that I'm not fit to be a governor. Somebody you have spent your money on, Somebody you supported materially and otherwise. But suddenly, because I'm not a bootlicker, suddenly because I refuse to participate in your very myopic and intellectually stagnant presidential ambition, you now see me, understand, as one not fit for governorship. You now start using foul languages on my person. Everyone in this country, including yourself, knows that once Wike does not entertain second opinion.
Yes.
And that is why you can see that even lawyers who are taking their evidence to court have been barricaded, violently destroying their materials. He abhors opposition. He cannot stand opposition. That's why he has even gone to court to try to stop opposition from participating in the election. That is why people are hired people who go to INEC and block and barricade INEC from others coming to lay their complaints or get their evidence or get certified true copies of what they are demanding for. That is typical Nyesom Wike for you. Wike will come and tell you, anyway, he's not even getting that right. Apparently, he didn't go to a nursery school, so he has problem with his vowels. He calls it integrity. So that is integrity. Justice, equity, that is always clamoring. He doesn't possess 1% of it.
Integrity.
When he will come and tell you he wants the southern presidency, that is why he's fighting. But that is a bogus lie. Wike wanted to be vice presidential candidate to Atiku. Wike called me 19 times in 2 hours.
Again?
When Atiku was going to mention his vice presidential candidate. Lobbying me with everything possible to influence Atiku to announce him as the vice president. I have witnesses. I even gave the phone to Senator Abdul Nengi, who spoke with him. He also lobbied him. I gave the phone to Senator Zamire. He also spoke to Senator Zamire. His people were calling me back to back. In fact, he got to the airport. He was in the airport for hours, just waiting for my call to say, Atiku have agreed for you to be the vice presidential candidate. At about 1 o'clock, I called him and I said, my brother, it no go happen, no. That was when he got annoyed and flew to. So, but
why did you let him down? The man who spent money in trading and
it is not about money. It is not about money. It's about, and I am not Atiku Abubakar. I cannot choose a vice presidential candidate for Atiku Abubakar.
Yes. But did you have that discussion with Atiku Abubakar while Nyesom Wike was trying to get you to influence his choice?
Responsible, reasonable Nigerian who is not under the influence of alcohol like Wike will suggest Wike as vice president. One day he will just be sitting down. Atiku will just come out with blood in his head as president. Even the way he responded today, what is Wike's business with Kogi State? What is his political business with Kogi State? A man who is going to leave office in a matter of days is disturbing the entire country with an election that have nothing to do with him. Kogi is not Rivers. Wike have no powers, political powers to influence anything in Kogi State. And I'm telling you that he's getting it wrong. Wike sponsored Sandy Onu in Cross River with vehicles, with money, with everything. Sandy Onu lost.
He failed.
Wike sponsored my friend and brother, Senator Albert Akpan, in Akwa Ibom, with everything. Akpan lost to PDP.
He failed.
Wike refused to support my brother Adeleke in Osun.
Yes.
Adeleke won. Wike supported vehemently 3 of the G5 members. The 3 of them lost their senatorial seats. Today, what is the value of Wike's support? That he will now be saying that in Kogi, he is going. He can be Oluwa Wike in Rivers, but he can never be Oluwa Wike in Kogi State. I have drawn a line and I've warned him in my press text today to be careful with Kogi State and wash his hands off Kogi State. He is always shouting and championing the issue of South. Meanwhile, the chairmanship was in the South, and he removed Secondus, who was the chairman from the South. He removed him from office and he single-handedly brought in Ayu. Was he drunk when he brought Ayu, or did he think Ayu was from Abia when he brought Ayu? Because that time he brought Ayu, he knew that it would be wrong to have the chairman and the presidential candidate from the same place. He now brought a northerner with the hope that he will become the presidential candidate from the southern part of the country. When that failed, he now realized suddenly that the man he brought is a northerner, that he should leave. Meanwhile, they brought Ayu. That's why Ayu was a consensus candidate. That's why there was no election for the chairmanship position at the convention.
Wahala, not too much. We can hear it that they talk about you. I said, man, no, I don't talk this for my show before. I said there is nobody that will take Wike as a running mate. You know the possible. Because one day Wike will just enter Aso Rock, the president of wike. The president will go to come out with half head. Well, when we don't use ruggedity, use much at the wike. It's true. That one is true. Not too worried about it. And the second thing when they talk about Wike again is that Wike is an alcoholic. No wonder they say, I don't know how many £1,000 when they say that they sell one bottle of alcohol when they drink. They say if you alcohol, they say when you don't have finish, take some. Say you know they know what they talk again. You talk. That is the second one. The third one is that you are using PDP chairmanship to play game. You think say go favor you that way, you know come favor you. Let me make the verdict now. My judgment. Make I give two of them the judgment. Two of them when they fight. My judgment is that two of them are not well. Politically, you think I they support any of them? Politically, two of them, you people are written off in Nigeria. If you don't know who they support, any of you. Two of you are politically unwell. What did we talk about? Do you know Milaye? Not true. What did you know Milaye talk about Wike? Not true. It means two of you are not okay. That's my judgment. We don't want two of you in any political space. After this one, Wike they go. You can never go any office again. Watch me. Do you know if you are coming for governorship, you are not going to win too. The people don't want you. You are not straightforward. You are not straightforward too. You they support evil too. So the new generation Nigeria don't want two of you. Two of you are not well. That's my verdict. That's my verdict. Guys, if you love what I do, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook.